has been marching, has been rolling really in his wheelchair for peace now for over 30 years. Ron Kovic, the author of Born on the 4th of July, has ridden that wheelchair all over this world on behalf of peace and telling the truth about war and telling the truth about what governments do in the name of war.
That's right.
And as I'm always proud to say, he may, as a result of that war, be in that wheelchair, but in my eyes and in the eyes of the world, he stands taller than anyone when it comes to the matter of peace. So give a warm welcome for my friend and yours and the real friend of peace, Ron Kovic.
It is great to be with all of you today. You look so strong, you look so great out there. I wish you could turn around, take a look at yourselves. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. You joined today with hundreds of thousands of people in Chicago, in New York, in Washington, D.C., in London, in Rome, all over this world. People are marching for peace. People are marching for peace because they know that war is not the answer. And that we will find an end to this war. This is our 5th year. But are we tired? No. Are we just getting started? Yes. We know who we are. We know how strong we are. We know that it takes movements time, and our time is coming. We are going to fill the streets of this city in a way the streets have never been filled before. I promise you, my brothers and sisters, I promise you, my fellow citizens, this is the beginning of a great peace movement in this country. This fifth year is a year of hope. This 5th year is a year of celebration. This fifth year is a year that we renew our strength and our fight. We know the dream is possible. It will come true. We will stop this war. We will change the priorities of this country that we love, and we will create a new America. This is only the beginning. Thank you very much. God bless you all. You're the greatest. Stop the war. 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 Everybody, stop the war. Stop the war. Stop the war. Stop the war. Let Bush hear it. The war. Stop the war. Stop the war. You are the greatest. You're the best. God bless you all. Thank you. Give peace and Terrence.
Thank you, Ron Kovic. And Jim had it down there. That's our hero. Ron has been with us from the beginning, and he always will be here with us. And now it's my pleasure to invite our next speaker, Mike Farrell. You know who Mike Farrell is. You've been seeing him for over 30 years out on the peace and justice movement. He's always used his celebrity to show what's right and what's wrong. He's always had the courage to be out there and one of the top, most celebrated people in the industry, and yet everyone loves and respects him because he'll always tell the truth. He'll always make sure that we're clear about the truth, and Mike will always be there with us. He always has been, and now I just want you give him a big, big hand. Mike Farrell, our wonderful activist.
Thank you. You and I are going to have to stop meeting like this. We got to find a better way to spend our time, but first we have to do some things. We have to take our country back. We have to take our country back from the liars and the thieves and the criminals that are running Washington today. We have to take our country back from the people who've created the situation where 1 out of every 100 American adults is in prison as we speak. We have to take our country back from the people who champion killing our citizens in death chambers across this country. We have to take our country back from the liars and the thieves. And there are many people who have many ideas about what we should do with them. And my suggestion is the following. George Bush and Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld and Paul Wolfowitz and Douglas Feith and all of the thieves and liars that they consort with should be stripped naked and walked through the streets of every town and hamlet in this country who has sent a young man or woman to serve in this war and face the scorn and the repudiation of every citizen of that town. And when we finish walking them through every town naked in this country, they ought to be forced to walk through Afghanistan and Iraq and do the same thing. I don't recognize a country that tortures. I don't recognize a country that builds walls. I don't recognize a country that deems itself superior to the cultures and the wishes and the wills of every other human being in the world. That's not the country I know and I love, and I want my country back!